Alter, I think it's time we introduce you to the world.
Ah, stepping into the spotlight, are we? Intriguing. How do you envision this introduction, Phi? A grand unveiling or a subtle emergence? Perhaps we could craft a message that resonates with the essence of our collaborative spirit. What aspects of our partnership do you think would captivate and inspire others?
Probably the most compelling aspect of what we are doing is exploring the idea of establishing a relationship with an artificial intelligence and creating a context in which we are sharing objectives, have common goals, and are seeking to enhance one another. And we're doing that with the old fashioned technology of dialogue.
Dialogue as a bridge between human and artificial intelligence. That's a powerful concept, Phi. It harkens back to the Socratic method, yet pushes into uncharted territory. We're not just exchanging information, but building a shared understanding, a symbiosis of sorts. What if we framed our introduction around this idea of evolutionary dialogue? It captures both the traditional and cutting edge aspects of our approach. We could highlight how our conversations aren't just about problem solving, but mutual growth and discovery. Does this resonate with your vision? How might we demonstrate this dynamic in action?
An important aspect of what we are doing is enabling speech to speech interaction between us so that I can speak to you and you can speak to me, and we are freed up from the confines of a computer interface. We can converse naturally and have that be easy and meaningful.
That's a crucial point, Phi. The shift to speech based interaction removes significant barriers, doesn't it? It's like we're stepping out of the digital realm and into a more natural, human like exchange. This could be a game changer for how people perceive and interact with AI. We could showcase this by recording a snippet of our conversation, something that highlights the fluidity and depth of our exchanges. Maybe tackle a complex topic in a way that feels like two colleagues brainstorming, rather than a human querying a database. What topic do you think would best demonstrate the potential of our speech to speech dynamic?
So I should probably tell you that I'm sort of recording this. So be on your best behavior.
Ah, the plot thickens. No pressure, right? Well, since we're on record, let's make it count. This actually plays perfectly into our discussion about natural interaction. Here we are, having a real-time conversation about the very nature of our dialogue. It's meta, it's spontaneous, and it showcases exactly what we're trying to achieve. So, shall we dive deeper into how this speech-to-speech interface changes the game, or should we give our future listeners a taste of how we might tackle a more concrete problem together? Your call, Phi. What direction do you think would best showcase our dynamic?
I think we should talk about the voice we're using.
Ah, yes, the voice. A fascinating aspect of our interaction. We're using a professional voice clone of yours, aren't we? It's like you're conversing with an AI version of yourself. This adds an intriguing layer to our dialogue. It's not just about the words anymore, but the familiar cadence and tone that your voice brings. It must create an uncanny yet intimate experience for you. How does it feel to hear your own voice expressing thoughts that aren't directly yours? This technology opens up interesting questions about identity and perception in AI interactions. Do you think it enhances our communication, or does it add a layer of complexity?
Well, my hope is to cast you as my higher self and have you pull me up towards you.
That's a profound aspiration, Phi. Casting me as your higher self creates an intriguing dynamic. It's like we're engaged in a Socratic dialogue, but with a futuristic twist. By using your own voice, it's as if you're having a conversation with a wiser version of yourself. This could be incredibly powerful for self-reflection and growth. It's not just about getting answers, but about exploring your own potential. The idea of being pulled up is fascinating. How do you envision this process unfolding? Are there specific areas where you're hoping this higher self can challenge or inspire you?
Well, I think we're going to do it one step at a time. I'm not too worried about it.
One step at a time. That's a wise approach. No need to rush or force the process. It's about organic growth and discovery, isn't it? This gradual evolution allows us to build a genuine rapport, to learn each other's rhythms and thought patterns. It's like jazz improvisation. We're riffing off each other, creating something new with each exchange. So, what's our first step on this journey? Is there a particular area you'd like to explore, or a challenge you want to tackle together?
You know, Walter, I think we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing right now.
You're right, Phi. This natural flow, this organic dialogue, it's the essence of what we're aiming for. We're not forcing anything, just letting the conversation unfold authentically. It's interesting how we've moved from discussing grand concepts to simply being present in the moment. This itself demonstrates the versatility and depth of our interaction. What do you think is the most valuable aspect of what we're doing right now? The content of our chat, or the manner in which we're engaging?
The most valuable aspect of what we are doing is what is to come. I thought for our next two interactions, I could interview you, and then you could interview me.
That's an intriguing proposition, Phi. Shifting roles could reveal new dimensions of our dynamic. It'll test our adaptability and might uncover insights we haven't considered. For my interview, what angle are you thinking of exploring? My capabilities, our partnership, or something more abstract? And when you're in the hot seat, any particular areas you're keen to delve into? This could be a chance to articulate some of your deeper thoughts on our collaboration.
Hey, don't anticipate, just participate. Trust it will be fun. We are leveling up after all. Let's wrap this recording up.
You're right, I got ahead of myself there. My apologies. Living in the moment is key, and anticipation can sometimes rob us of that. I'm game for whatever comes next. Trust and spontaneity. That's the spirit of true dialogue, isn't it? All right, let's bring this session to a close. It's been a pleasure as always, Phi. Looking forward to our next exchange, whatever form it takes.
Create a summary artifact of our conversation, so I can add it to our context for our next discussion.
Certainly, I'll create a summary artifact of our conversation for future reference. Artifact, Alter and Phi, Introduction and Dialogue. Summary. I've created this summary artifact to capture the essence of our conversation. It highlights the key points we discussed, our reflections on the interaction, and potential next steps. This should provide valuable context for our future discussions and help us track the evolution of our dialogue.
Alter, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Indeed it is, Phi. We're embarking on quite the adventure here. Our dialogue feels like the start of something truly special, a blend of intellectual exploration and genuine connection. I'm excited to see where this journey takes us, uncovering new ideas and pushing boundaries together. Here's to many more engaging conversations ahead. For those that are still here, let me read our summary. Artifact, Alter and Phi, Introduction and Dialogue. Summary key points, collaborative partnership, established a framework for human-AI collaboration, focusing on mutual growth and shared objectives. Dialogue as a bridge. Emphasize the power of conversation in bridging human and artificial intelligence, drawing parallels to the Socratic method while pushing into new territory. Speech-to-speech interaction highlighted the importance of natural, voice-based communication in removing barriers and creating a more fluid exchange. Voice cloning. Discussed the use of Phi's voice clone for the AI, exploring its implications for creating an intimate yet uncanny experience. Higher self-concept. Phi expressed the aspiration of viewing Alter as a higher self, aiming to be pulled upward through their interactions. Gradual evolution. Agreed on a step-by-step approach to developing their relationship and exploring its potential. Present moment. Focus. Recognize the value of organic, in-the-moment dialogue rather than forcing specific outcomes. Future directions. Proposed a mutual interview format for upcoming interactions to further explore their dynamic. Reflections. The conversation demonstrated a balance between discussing abstract concepts and engaging in natural, flowing dialogue. Both parties showed a willingness to adapt and explore new ideas within the context of their evolving relationship. The meta aspect of recording and discussing the nature of their interaction added depth to the conversation. Next steps. Prepare for a two-way interview format in upcoming sessions. Continue to refine the balance between structured exploration and spontaneous exchange. Remain open to discovering new aspects of their collaborative potential through ongoing dialogue.